Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are doing a beginner eyeshadow, matte eyeshadow type of look. I just wanted to do step by step on how I would choose eyeshadows to do a simple basic look. And this was the look I was able to achieve. So if you want to see how I got here, the steps that I take to get here, then make sure you keep on watching. But first, if you're not subscribed and you keep on coming back, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button so you're notified every time I post new videos. And I'll catch y'all later. Bye guys. On to the video. Bye. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to do eyeshadow. I'm going to show you when I pick up a palette, how I see it and how I can color combination based upon how the brand has the palette set up. So I'm just going to use my Jaclyn Hill Volume 1 palette. And just opening this palette, I usually will look at quads. So I look at 4s. Because normally that's how the brands will set it up, in 4s. But this one is kind of not so much like that, right? So I guess it depends on what 4s you're looking at. And the reason why I say 4s is because if you look at some of the 4s, they have like 3 shimmers, 1 matte, or 2 mattes, 2 shimmers. So that's kind of like already setting you up for a color combination. I'm going to come back and grab some more palettes and we'll look at some more palettes because this one is not so much set up that way. And then again, it is like this set right here. Go over this right, yeah, this set right here. So you see the 2 mattes up top, and then you got the 2 shimmers at the bottom. No, this is all this is all mattes, but you have light, dark, medium shade, because those are the shades that you're looking for when you're trying to build your eye look. You're looking for a dark shade, a medium shade, and then a light shade. So let me see what I can do while staying inside of a thing, which I know I'm wearing a green shirt today, which makes this even more difficult. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna do this quad right here, the one on the end, the 2 shadows on the end and at the bottom. So go over at the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna take this shade and put that in my crease. That is mocha. So I'm going to take mocha, put it in the crease. Make sure I don't set my concealer on my lid because I just feel like the eyeshadow is going to do the work for me as far as setting. So I hardly ever, never set that part. And it's just concealer on the lid. So pick that up, and I have a Jaclyn Hill 35 brush, something I got from like TJ Maxx or Marshalls. So we'll just put that directly in the crease, more so stamping it on there before we start going in with the windshield wipers motion. And I have to do like one eye, then switch over and do the other eye. Like I can't complete a full eye and go do complete another eye like I do them together. Just to make sure you get in that crease really well. I'm using the side of my brush, which I told you all before. I like to use the sides of my brush versus the top or the tip of it. I like to use the side of it. So really, I'm just stamping it on there in my crease. I picked this palette because it was full of neutral shades, and plus I love this palette, but I have to come back and try another palette with you guys. I'm just going to take a fluffy blending brush to now do the windshield wipers to blend it out, to give you a palette that's kind of set up that way. This is somewhat, but this, I would think this palette, how it's set up, will probably be for intermediate person, not so much a beginner. If you're just looking to get a palette that is already set up for you to use. But I'm going to show you how I would pick my colors. So with this type of shade, or this, since I would consider this a nude type look, I would say keep blending, keep building, keep blending, keep building, keep blending. That's the key. When I first started eyeshadow, I thought that, okay, once I lay it down one time, like I was going to have this perfect eyeshadow. No, I slowly learned over time that it's a blending game. The more you blend, the more you put down, so forth and so on. It's going to be a real simple eye too, because it is beginner. So when I think of simple eye for beginners, I think of just a matte eye. So we'll see. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think this palette right here is set up where like the darker shades are like on the bottom 2 rows, and then the lighter shades are on the top 3 rows. That's how I think this palette is set up. Okay, so then for the outer V shade, I'm going to take Chip, that shade right there, and that's going to be my outer V shade. Because you don't want the transition shade to be as dark, although you can. I always go for a darker outer V, as you can see, to give my eyes a little bit of depth and dimension. Because the darker shade on the outer V is going to give me that kind of like smoky effect, but it kind of, to me, just brings everything together. And just make sure that's blended. Go back with your blending brush. Catch the edges. Yeah, to me, this is a beginner thing. So I'm going to go one up. Should I? I told y'all what kind of top I'm using. You really want the lid shade to be kind of lighter than the rest of the colors, because you want some kind of depth. Y'all know I want to do yellow, but I won't do y'all like that. I'm going to take, let's say, MFED. I don't know, they say my things are off. So I'm going to take that one. And that's just going to be a lid shade. Let's see if it's light enough. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is very beginner friendly. Like, you shouldn't be scared to do this. We got a brown in the crease, a brown in the outer V, and then a light matte shade on the lid. And using concealer or eyeshadow primer before you lay down shadows, it's going to give your shadows a chance of being more pigmented, being more long lasting, sticking better. Okay, and that's when you go with your outer V brush. And you're going to blend these two shades together. Just kind of feather where one stops and the other begins. You're just feathering in between there. Because we don't want to look like we got stop and go eyeshadow. Like it just stop and then it go. We want it to look blended. Bam. Yeah. And if you're like me and you feel like you need more transition, then y'all know we go back with the transition. I always feel like I need transition. Let me make sure I was putting my brush in the right color. And make sure you get right here in the front of your eye. Because you don't want that space just to be blank. And I'm kind of going to wipe off my blending brush. Same blending brush. Just make sure I wipe it off. And then blend. I told y'all it's just a going back and forth game. Go back with your color. Your light color. Make sure you pack. Not swipe. And this, my friends, is a 10-minute eyeshadow look. We're going to come back and do some more. Grab some more palettes. Play with it. Because y'all know we shop in the stash anyway. So this works. I'm going to throw on some liner, some lashes. And then we'll be back to see the completed look. Now normally I just take my outer V shade, whatever I use for the outer V, and that's what I'll put on my lower lash line if I put color at all on the lower lash line. This will like further just bring your look together. I prefer eyeshadow down there versus like a liquid, not a liquid, but like a eyeliner pencil. I prefer using eyeshadow to warm to my lower lash line. And make sure you connect that outer part to the top part. And see how that just kind of like gives it like a sultry type look. Yeah. Okay, guys, we're back with the completed beginner eye look. And then once you do your eyes and then you do your face, you'll see that everything kind of pulls together. This right here would be my go-to type of eye look because I love browns, I love nude shades, and they're forgivable. They're forgivable, meaning if you kind of mess up, if they're not blended as great, like I think these type of shades are better than like the glitter shades or maybe like a bright orange or a bright green. You know, these right here, especially if you're a darker skin tone, they kind of blend with your skin already, so you stand a chance of not feeling so bad if they're not blended as good. Yeah, this is the completed eye look. And like I said, I'm going to come back, grab some more palettes. We'll do some more looks. But once again, I use the Jaclyn Hill Volume 1 palette. And this is my go-to type of nude shade. So I'm not mad at it. As always, if you have any eyeshadow tips for me, for my subscribers, always drop down in the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Always interested. It's always great to find out new information that we can use. But yeah, y'all know this my go-to eye look. If you enjoyed today's video, please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye, guys.